Jill Dando discovered some shocking truths about her fiance. In 1997, Jill Dando was undoubtedly the most popular investigative journalist in the United Kingdom. And in fact, she won the Personality of the Year award from the BBC. What she was really good at was solving crime and exposing wrongdoers. Now, you won't see what year Dr. Alan Farthing became a consultant to Queen Elizabeth, but I believe that he was for a long time. Here he is, Dr. Alan Farthing. She was set up, Jill Dando was, on a blind date in around 1997. I didn't expect this to come out, but what's coming out is that he is guilty as sin. So unfortunately, nobody really knows what she was thinking and feeling that morning because nobody spoke to her except for him briefly early in the morning. But my tarot cards show that she knew something really horrible about him and was afraid of him. I'm a firm believer that whenever you want to look for the truth about something, you look into the past. Every single investigation or investigative piece on Jill Dando's murder seems to start the timeline with the morning of April 26. But I think that you'll see this is easily solved if you go back a day or two. We're going to start with this person. This is John Roseman. The reason why this person is important is the whole reason why Jill Dando went to that address. And when I say that address, she went to a house that belonged to her, but she had not been staying there because she was engaged to Alan Farthing and she was living in his house mostly. And she was trying to sell this home that she was going to that morning of April 26, 1999. The reason why she was going there was to pick up some faxes from this person, from John Roseman. Now, if you look at the Netflix documentary, he really skims over. He says, I'd faxed her some work-related documents, and nobody bothers to ask him what the document said. This is the key to the whole thing. I've done a whole whack of pre-shuffles on this, and it's clear to me that she did not want Alan Farthing to see what was being faxed to her. So we're going to start with what John Roseman knew he was going to be faxing to her. Now, I don't know if the messages ever if the faxes ever ended up on the machine, because if they had to me, it looks like it would have blown the whole thing open. Anyway, all right, so we're starting with John Roseman. All right, so we're going back to the morning of April 26, 1999. April 26, 1999. April 26, 1999. Sorry. What did Roseman know that how did he feel about the material or the messages or what he was going to be faxing her that morning? Yeah. It was big, whatever it was. So it was something about probably some kind of illegal activity. It may have caused a huge tower and judgment. So it could be the tower could have been an accident, a disaster caused by some tricky, sneaky people. And I believe that it, obviously she could have passed judgment on it. What's this? Wow. there's a King of Pentacles there. That is a married man. I don't know who that is. What is the content? How did John Roseman feel about the content of the material he was going to be faxing? My right ear is ringing. Okay, so this could be the presentation of material that was going to expose someone, reveal something. It could also have been, the material could have revealed that somebody was suspended. It may have been about a proposal, could have been about a Scorpio or a Pisces. How did John Roseman feel with the content of the material that he was planning on faxing her? Whoa. So obviously there could have been a man that would have been very incensed or angry about it. It could have been about a cheating king who proposed. Show me how Roseman felt about the content of the material that he was faxing. Dando. Wow. So with the world, geez, this could have been about a cheating king, a king who's very manipulative. The world could be an ending or a plan, or it could be something exposed on TV. Or show me how he felt about the content of the material that he was faxing. Wow, it could have been something about a committed contract, a contract to end something, a promise to end something. That something couldn't be completed. Okay. So it could have been a contract that was proposed by a king, or sometimes I get the emperor for, believe it or not, for MI5. What is this obligation or this promise in the Knight of Pentacles? It's 3 coming out. Okay, so somebody could have been very wary of not being forgiven, or somebody may have been wary of granting permission, or MI5 could have been wary of something having to do with permission being granted or forgiveness. Family might have been exposed. Exposure of a marriage, exposure that somebody is married, exposure of a family. Show me a little bit more about how John Roseman felt about the material he was faxing. Wow, now we have to find out who this is. This is a married man. What is the, how did John Roseman feel about the King of Pentacles? How did John Roseman feel about the King of Pentacles? Wow. Okay. Now, you're not going to believe this, but I feel like the King of Pentacles could be Alan Farthing. And the reason why is, over here, we see, so there's an idea of somebody watching, and there's a reveal. So over here, there's a message, and the world, that can be a plan. So in other words, this could be that Roseman felt that he needed the King of Pentacles to not see the documents that he was faxing her. Notice how Alan Farthing is showing up as a King of Pentacles, a married man. He's a Gemini. He was supposed to have been divorced from his previous wife, Maria, but by the way, the pre-shuffles tell me that he was not. But anyway, so just before we get off Roseman, how did John Roseman, how did he feel about Alan Farthing that morning? How did John Roseman feel about Alan Farthing. That, oh my God, look at this. I believe that he was married. This is a married woman, you see. Sorry. How did John Roseman feel about Alan Farthing? There's a married woman here. This is not Jill Dando. Jill Dando, it was a Scorpio, a November 9 Scorpio. She was engaged, not married. This is a married woman. So I feel like John Roseman knew that. How did show me one more time? What were John Roseman's thoughts and feelings about Gemini, about Alan Farthing? That he was a bloody married man. Yeah, that could be Roseman. That is a married man. So all over the internet, you'll see that Alan Farthing's divorce was finalized at the very end of 1998. I believe that's a lie. Okay, so the documents could have been something about Roseman. So let's not get too stuck on this. Now, since we're on this point in time, we're going to look at what Jill Dando, there she is. She's so beautiful. We're going to look at what she thought, what she expected she was going to be receiving in these documents. So, what did Jill Dando expect? What did she think the information that Roseman was sending her was about? Hang somebody out to dry. How did she feel about the information that Roseman was going to be sending her? Okay, there's a lot here. Oh, geez. Look at this. There's Farthing. There's somebody who gathers information. It's like a spy. Now, I hate to say this. I believe that's the Queen of England, Queen Elizabeth. I mean, it could be that he was still married. It could be about a pregnant woman, Taurus, a Libra, a queen, a married woman, a mother, justice, a committed contract. So I feel that the documents that she was picking up, first of all, she didn't want Alan Farthing to see them here. How did she feel about the documents that she was expecting? That they were going to be evidence of some kind of collaboration? A message about a plan? What did she feel the documents were going to be about that she was picking up? Something that Alan Farthing had said. Wow. Could be about her. How did she feel? Oh, geez. Something about what she was looking at, or some kind of a decision that was going to be made about her, or about something that she was looking at. How did she feel? What did she feel the documents would be about? Something very toxic. Something very corrupt. Whoa. So we've got Jupiter and Gemini and quite a bit of corruption here. This could be, yeah. What is the devil, please? This could be that the Farthing, this is Jupiter and Gemini. This often is a man who's still married because he's restricted. What did she feel? Show me again what she thought the documents would reveal. Ooh. This could be about MI5 or a king, extreme control, victimization of a woman. But we've got Gemini being trapped here. What did she feel? The documents, some kind of a promise or a committed contract somebody was working on. Ooh. Okay. So she might have felt that the documents would be about something that Farthing was obligated to do. What is this obligation here with the... To watch? What is the obligation? To keep something a huge secret. Obligation to wait, to delay in relation to a massive secret that somebody about a delay or maintaining a massive, High Priestess is very confidential information. What did she think the documents would be about? Trickery, deceit, malice, lies, illegal activity. The High Priestess, it could be about a woman who can't speak. It may have been about Lady Diana or something. Or it could be about some kind of... What is the High Priestess, please? Something that they wanted to walk away from? What is the High Priestess? A woman who walked away? What is the High Priestess? Something manipulative that a man did to a woman, something in the past, or something that was coming back around again. Could have been about the timing or a plan to. It could have been about whether or not somebody had left a woman and a child, or a plan to leave. What is the Six of Swords, please? Somebody wanting to get away from something in the past. What is the Six of Swords? A proposal. A proposal to follow someone in a car, or a proposal to get somebody to go away, a proposal to travel, a message, or what is this Knight of Cups? Wow. Okay. So it may have related to a female water sign. That could be her because she's a Scorpio. A proposal that was made to her, or show me. Or that could be Lady Diana. Proposal of marriage. Okay. Now, it's the Queen of Wands. Yeah, it looks like somebody is just... that the proposal was pure trickery. So I believe this is about Alan Farthing. Okay, let's back up the bus. The next thing we're going to look at, there's Alan Farthing and Jill Dando. Now, what we're going to look at here is how Alan Farthing, so he's a Gemini, when he got engaged, because that was, I think, an engagement picture. When he got engaged, when he asked Jill Dando to marry him, apparently they got engaged, I think it was in April, and they were supposed to be married in September. Why did he ask Jill Dando to marry him? How was he thinking and feeling about Jill Dando when they got engaged? Sorry. Look at the wariness there. How is Alan Farthing, and two more, how is he thinking and feeling about Jill Dando when he asked her to marry him? When he asked her, what was he thinking and feeling? There's three coming out. Wheel of Fortune, wariness, and holding back. Now, that doesn't look very romantic, does it? Let's keep going. What is he so wary, scared, and nervous about? There's some event there, either in the past or in the future. Show me, what was Alan Farthing wary about when he asked Jill Dando to marry him? Oh, this is interesting. He may have been wary about Roseman. There's a man here, and there's a man and a woman. So I'm not sure where he is in this. What was Alan Farthing thinking and feeling when he asked Jill Dando to marry him? He was still married. Do you see how he's in the Eight of Swords? He's a Gemini. That's Jupiter in Gemini. And there's someone who's just cheating and who's not planning on being loyal. I don't know who's back here, but I feel like this is somebody that he's working with. Why was Alan Farthing feeling like he was in the Eight of Swords? Why is Alan Farthing feeling like he's in the Eight of Swords? Because he's concealing something, or something from the past is holding him back. Somebody is holding him back. What is he concealing or holding back here? Or something's controlling him. What is the Four of Pentacles for what he's concealing or why he's stuck or holding back? There's a woman. A message. Whoa. Whoa. Who is that Queen of Swords? It's like the Queen of Swords was directing. What did the Queen of Swords say? Sorry. What did the Queen of Swords say? Whoa. Somebody was denying something about the past? Queen of Swords may have told Farthing to deny something about the past. Or what is Alan Farthing denying here in the Seven of Wands? What is somebody so defensive about? Or somebody doesn't want something to be revealed about a family. What was he not supposed to expose? What did somebody not want exposed? Something about a death. An opportunity. Death, walk away. Whoa. So this exposure may have had to do with children, a Scorpio, a walk away. Why did he ask Jill Dando to marry him? Why did Alan Farthing ask Jill Dando to marry him? Again, we've got some kind of an exposure and a risk. Clarify. Why did he ask? Because somebody was worried about what somebody knew? Somebody wanted to watch someone? Somebody was worried about an accident or a risk? Or somebody needed to know a truth? What was the truth about why he got engaged to her? What was the truth about why he got engaged? There's something here. Perhaps there's a collaborative plan here and something about a reveal. What would be the advantage of being engaged to her? What would be the advantage of being engaged to her? That somebody could It has to do with somebody being very guarded and afraid about this collaborative plan. What was the advantage of being engaged to her? It has to do with some event in the past, wariness about an event in the past. What was the advantage? Some group of people? What was the advantage of being, this was a plan here. This was a plan here. I feel like Jill Dando is the fool because she takes risks. But what was the advantage of getting engaged to Dando? Good Lord. Perhaps so that they could examine or they could know what risks she's taking. What did he understand to be true about why he got engaged to her? Again, we got this wariness, watching, spying. Holy moly. To keep an eye on her? For who? Who wanted him to keep an eye on her? Who wanted Alan Farthing to keep the Queen? The Queen. Queen Elizabeth. That's who. That's who. Now, as you all know, after her murder, Queen Elizabeth, gave this fake, gooey quote to everybody that it was such a tragedy. And I thought that was a bit weird because she doesn't normally comment on those things. Okay, we're going to go back to one day before the murder, April 25, all right? So we're going to look at how Alan Farthing, there he is, how was that man, he's a Gemini, sorry guys, how was Alan Farthing on April 25, the day before, switch text for a minute, the day before her murder, April 25, 1999, April 25. Oops, sorry guys. April 25, 1999. How did Alan Farthing, the day before, on April 25, and two more, how was Alan Farthing thinking and feeling about Jill Dando? One more. How was that man feeling about Jill Dando on April 25? The Moon and the Eight of Swords. What a surprise. So again, the Eight of Swords, that's Jupiter in Gemini. He was highly stressed, anxiety, felt restricted. The Moon is deception, anxiety, trying to cover something up. On April 25, how was Alan Farthing feeling about Jill Dando? Yeah, look at this. Anxious, worried that someone would see a truth. Worried, trying to cover up, there's anxiety and worry here over somebody knowing a truth. He may have felt that she knew that something was wrong or being covered up. How is he feeling about Jill Dando on April 25? Oh dear, look at this. Well, he was watching her very, very, very closely. Somebody is seeking a truth here about a proposal, or he's seeking a truth here about her because she's a Scorpio. He may have known a truth about a proposal. But I mean, there's an idea of secrecy here. There's a massive truth seeker. He may have known that someone was watching her. How was he feeling about Jill Dando on April 25, the day before? Okay, so this is some kind of proposal regarding a contract, a proposal and a choice. Whoa. He could have been thinking about the marriage proposal itself, or a message about a choice, or a proposal about a contract. How was he feeling about Jill Dando on April 25? Somebody was very defensive. Somebody was very, very touchy, defensive about some kind of a choice or a contract. How was he feeling about her denying a contract? There's denial again, defensiveness, and over here he's trying to manage something. 6 of Swords. Lord. Okay. Let's just see. Who was feeling defensive? Who was being defensive and about what? Who was being defensive and about what? Someone was being defensive about a truth that someone did not want. Someone was being defensive about a truth. Now, over here, this could have been, she might have felt that she was being followed in a vehicle. Or he might have been defensive about some kind of a truth about some kind of a vehicle that was traveling. All right. I'm going to switch decks. Ask it again. The morning of April 25, the day before her murder, the morning of April 25, how did Gemini, how did Alan Farthing feel about Jill Dando on April 25? He was stressed like the dickens. Extremely stressed. Could have been stressed about MI5. Why was Alan Farthing stressed like the dickens? Because of a message? Why, or something she had undertaken? Why was he stressed? Some kind of a contract or choice? Something corrupt. And there's a message. Could have to do with a child. I feel like this could be work that she was undertaking. How did he feel on April 25? How did he feel about the work that she was doing? Sorry. On April 25, how did he feel about the work that Dando was doing? On April 25, how did Alan Farthing feel about whatever it was that Dando was working on? I feel like I missed a couple of cards. Okay. This could have been, it could have been about that pedophile Seville, or it could have been about Prince Charles, then Prince Charles, because what he felt she was working on, it was something in the past. It related to some kind of a Scorpio for sure. And there's some kind of unexpected message, and there's High Priestess secret here. So he felt like what she was doing could have blown up, could have blown something up, could have caused a disaster. May have been about a Pisces. How did he feel about the work that she was doing or whatever she was working on? They're not good. He was really, really worried. Very, very worried. that something would be judged, there would be a painful ending, and people would be angry, there would be a big fight. Why? What was he worried that she was going to do? What was he worried that she was going to do? Prevent something from happening, or defend, cause a change, or stop some destined event. He was worried she was going to call upon people to take responsibility for their actions in the past. What was he worried that she was going to do? Why would that be bad? Because he would lose something. There would be a loss here. Or he would be judged. He would be judged for causing damage or illness in the past. He would be judged. Or why would he be judged? Because he made a decision. I don't know what that is. How is he involved? He lied about something. How is he involved? He knew about a lie. How is he involved? He watched, saw, or delayed something. How is he involved in this? Could simply be that he knew about something. He should have exposed something. He was under an obligation to expose something. Okay. So we're going to go to the morning of April 26th, okay? The morning of the horrible event. April 26, 1999. I want to see how is Alan Farthing feeling the next morning? Sorry, I'm going to try this again. How is Alan Farthing feeling the next morning? The morning of April 26, 1999. That morning, before he left for work, how was he thinking and feeling? He knew. Look at this. He was either very angry with her, with Scorpio, with Jill Dando, or he knew that someone was about to inflict violence on her. So this is before the event. This is before she left the house, before he left the house. How, on the morning of April 26, 1999, how is Alan Farthing? There's Gemini. There's her. He was manipulating something. How was Gemini thinking? What was he manipulating or taking action on? How was he feeling the morning of April 26, 1999 about Jill Dando? Oh. So I feel like, and look at this, look at the Three of Pentacles is under there. Yes, it is. So Gemini was working together, and I feel like that's MI5. Emperor always is. There was some kind of collaborative plan in relation to her. How was he feeling about Jill Dando the morning of April 26, 1999? He was very, very worried. He knew that he was doing, there's toxic, evil corruption here. He was scared, nervous, and worried. Why was Alan Farthing scared, nervous, and worried the morning of April 26, 1999? Because of some kind of a contract and agreement. What was this contract and agreement? Immunity to protect somebody. Or it was a contract or agreement over the star. I feel like she's the star. What was he scared, worried, and nervous about? The morning of April 26. Is 3 coming out? Okay. Message. That could be a home. MI5, and there's some kind of protection. Show me more. How was Alan Farthing feeling the morning of April 26, 1999, before she left the house? All right, it was something about her, and probably MI5. How was he thinking and feeling? Morning of April 26. There's something in the past. Jeez. Whoa. There's that Scorpio again. Show me what this is. What is the Six of Cups? What is the Six of Cups, please? Is it the past or is that children? What is the Six of Cups, please? No, it's some kind of a contract that's to manipulate. The Six of Cups is a contract in the past, an agreement in the past that Gemini made. All right, show me how he was feeling about Jill the morning of April 26th. How was Alan Farthing feeling about Jill? Good Lord. So either he felt that she was being victimized or that he was being restricted by a group of people. How was he feeling about Jill? Whoa, have a look at that. So either he was feeling like, no, it looks like there's a group of people that are about to do some damage here. How is he feeling about Jill before she left the house? He was scared about her being gone. How is he feeling about Jill? Yeah, I mean, he didn't feel good about what did he think was going to happen to her? Some collaborative plan. What did he think was going to happen to her? Now, look at this. That's a collaborative plan. And that's the shooting right there. That's what he felt was going to happen to her. Farthing is guilty as sin. Guilty, guilty, guilty. Now, whoa. Let's switch to Jill. How was Jill Dando on the morning of April 26, before she left the house? How was she feeling about Alan Farthing? How is November 9 Scorpio? How is she feeling about Alan Farthing the morning of April 26 before she left the house? She felt like he was a liar, a cheater, a schemer. Now, it looks like so there's a difference between April 25th and April 26th. So she must have gained some kind of information between the day before and that morning. She might have asked him about some kind of a plan to end something if he knew about it. How was she feeling about Alan Farthing the morning of April 26th? She felt like he was concealing something or protecting a family. How was she feeling about Alan Farthing the morning of April 26th? Whoa. Whoa. So I feel like she's the fool because she was always taking risks. And over here is him not wanting her, trying to cover something up, trying to stop her, trying to control her. How is she feeling about Alan Farthing on the morning of April 26th? She felt like so she wanted to take a risk and get a message, or she felt like he was undertaking something risky. How is she feeling about Alan Farthing on the morning of April 26th? She knew he was stressing like the dickens. Ooh, look at this. There's another card that wants to come out here. Yeah. Okay. So she knew that he was stressed. This is either Prince Charles or some other Scorpio, Pisces or a Cancer. That is a huge institution and an organization. Over here, I think that's him being angry about her undertaking something. Yeah. Or she was angry about whatever he was trying to do. How is she feeling about Alan Farthing on the morning of April 26? Yeah, that he was betraying. Also that he was restricted. I'm going to find out what these restrictions are. Why did she see him being in the Eight of Swords? Why did she see Alan Farthing being in the Eight of Swords? Because of something very toxic and a betrayal. What is this betrayal? Is this betrayal? Good Lord. Something to do with damage, sickness, illness, loss, or destruction of some kind of... Why did she think... Good Lord. I mean, she thought he had done something really terrible. What did she think that he had done? The morning of April 26th, what is it that she thought? There's another card trying to come out. Either that he was trying to do something to her, trap her, or trap some other woman. What did he think that she had, what did she think that he had done wrong on the morning of April 26th? What is the Fool in the Nine of Pentacles? What did she think that he had done wrong? Some kind of an obligation regarding a risk. What did she think that he had done wrong? Kept her stuck or something? Held her back? No, again. What she thought that he was doing wrong was holding back something from being exposed, and it was because he had agreed to hold back exposure. He had agreed, in other words, he'd agreed to cover something up, promised to. It looks like she found out something. Had she discovered anything about Alan Farthing by the morning? Had she discovered anything about him? What's the Ten of Cups? Had she discovered anything about him? Looks like well, yes, she did. Somebody knew something. What is this Page of Swords? Something that he was denying. What did she discover? Perhaps he was denying that he... What is the Five of Pentacles? Somebody that was watching. Who was watching? Who's this? What's in the Three of Cups? What was exposed? What was exposed? Something that shocked her. Or maybe she didn't know yet. Was exposed. I think she knew he was married. What did she find out about him? He was married. Still married. What did she find out about him? Here she is. She might have asked if he was single, and I think he lied. What did she find out about him? A truth? What is the truth she found out? Judgment about, maybe he said he was divorced and he wasn't really. What is this truth? I believe this has to do with he said that he had walked away, I think, and that something was over with. Yeah, a committed contract. This is what somebody had said. Somebody phoned her. Somebody had telephoned her. Somebody had telephoned her. She found out that he was still married. Just to be sure here, when Alan Farthing, when he reads on the internet or that his divorce was finalized in 1998, late 1998. Look at him in the Eight of Swords. What does he know to be true? Yeah, no. He was definitely manipulating something. He had not walked away from that person. So, show me how he feels about this divorce being finalized. There's her. Show me how he feels about this. Divorce was finalized in no. It has something to do with the proposal regarding her. I'm going to just go to his ex-wife, Maria. How was Maria feeling about Alan Farthing on the morning of April 26th? How was the ex-wife, Maria, feeling about Alan Farthing? Angry. How is Maria feeling about Alan Farthing on the morning of April 26th? How is Maria feeling about Alan Farthing, that he was a cheating king? How is Maria feeling about Alan Farthing on the morning of April 26th? They ghosted her. How is Maria feeling about Alan Farthing on the morning of April 26th? That she was angry. How is Maria feeling about Alan Farthing on the morning of April 26th? She was very angry about the betrayal. Why was Maria angry with Alan Farthing on the morning of April 26th? Because he had made a ruthless decision. Why was she angry with Alan Farthing on the morning of April 26th? Because he was denying something. What did Maria feel that Gemini was denying? Exposing that person. I feel like that is Jill Dando. Yeah. He may have denied that he was seeing Jill Dando. So Maria definitely knew about Jill Dando, that's for sure. Let's just see how was Alan Farthing feeling about Maria? How is Alan Farthing feeling about Maria? Now, see how he's showing up as a cheating king? We've got a King and Queen of Wands. I think they were still married. How is Alan Farthing feeling about Maria that morning? There's a truth here. How is Alan Farthing feeling about Maria that morning? There's a truth about this Ten of Cups. How is Alan Farthing feeling about Maria that morning? That somebody was wary, and I feel like that's Jill Dando. He may have been wary that she knew a truth. How is he feeling about Maria that morning? How is Alan Farthing feeling about Maria that morning? Now, look how he's showing up as a cheater. It doesn't look like they were divorced. Yeah, she was still hanging in there. A divorce was being held up. A divorce was being held up here. How is he feeling about Maria? I feel like they were still seeing each other. There's still a committed contract here. I mean, he had left her, ghosted her. How is he feeling about Maria that morning? He's definitely still tied to her. Definitely still tied to her. Okay. Just before we go on, this may be a redundant question, but how did he feel about the marriage that was supposed to take place in September of 99? How did Alan Farthing feel about the marriage to Jill Dando? How did he feel about his upcoming marriage, his upcoming wedding in September of 1999? He was going to hold it up, manipulation. How did he feel about his upcoming wedding? Does that say it all? Lying, that he was lying through his teeth. It was all part of some tricky plan. Okay, so I'm going to go back to Jill Dando. There's a lot of footage of her going into different shops. Why was she what was she thinking and feeling as she was going into all these stores? What was she doing? It didn't look like she was really buying anything. What was she doing in all these stores? Why was she going? Oh, wait a minute. Why was she going to all these stores? Had something to do with the message. Why was she going into these stores? She did need something. Why was she going to all these stores? What was she going into these stores for? It had something to do with the message. What is the devil? What was difficult? She was trying really hard to what? Put something into words? Hang on. Why was she going into these stores? It looks like it's something that was coming toward her. What did somebody feel really bad about? Somebody felt guilty about denying something. Just a minute here. Okay, she was determined to do something. What was she determined to do? Determined about this betrayal. She wanted justice. She wanted justice big time. And look at that. It had to do with Gemini. Now, what is this temperance here? It's an idea of something being transferred here. What did she buy in the store? What did she need? 7 of Wands. What is death? There's something she was... What did she buy in the store? There's something about the past. What was she looking at there? Or so she could look at something? It's the 9. She may have bought something out of... just in case. Something for the home. I don't know what this is. Did she purchase anything? Whoa. Anyway, what she was thinking about. Opportunity. I can't tell if she purchased anything. Did she purchase anything in the stores? Something for the home. What did she purchase for the home? Something might have been stuck, or... It has... I don't know if there was something wrong with the fax machine. It was something so that she could see the message. Either that. It was either a piece... It could have been a drum ink, a roll, something... so that she could see a message. I'm not sure if she managed to get it, but anyway. No, it's something having to do with a transfer of a message. Anyway. She did buy something. Looks like it was in a roll or something. Anyway. Okay. Okay, so. It could have been paper. So, show me what she was intending. Did she receive any phone calls that morning? Because people say, did she receive any phone calls? I believe that she might have. Jeez. She may not have answered or something. She was waiting. Oh my God, look at this. Look at this. What did that... who is the Queen of Pentacles? It's a phone call from a woman. Whoa. A woman who was wary of Queen Elizabeth. It could have been the wife. It could have been Maria. I'm not sure who this was. There's a woman that called her. Okay. Show me, or was supposed to call her. All right. Show me something. Somebody may have canceled a meeting. Yeah, somebody may have canceled something. Anyway. All right. Okay. So how did she feel? What did she know to be true about why she was going to that house? Because there had been some kind of an agreement. A contract had been destroyed. Show me why she was going to that house. Good Lord. Some kind of an agreement or a contract regarding a Scorpio. Why was she going to that house? To get justice regarding a Scorpio. That could have been Charles or Seville. All right. What is the world? This could have been, to see something. To see something. So she definitely was going there to get that fax. And not only that, she wanted to look at this alone. Let's find out why she wanted to look at it alone. This is private knowledge that's being shared. Why did she want to look at this alone? Why did she want to be alone when she looked at this? She was also seeking a truth. Because it was something she was working on, or it was an undertaking. Why did she want to look at this alone? Because it could have been an undertaking regarding, that could be Jimmy Seville or it could be Charles. Why did she want to look at this alone? Yeah. She didn't want, now, somehow, I mean, it could have destroyed Charles or destroyed Seville. Why did she want to look at this alone? Yeah, because she was wary. Somebody was wary. She may have been wary that she was wary of a Scorpio. Whoa. She might have been wary of a death, or it may have had to do with something very serious. Promise of a death. That's the Queen again. I think that it's obvious that she didn't want Farthing to see it. Yeah, because it looks like it was a message about a family. It was a message about a family, or a message about a commitment or a marriage. And there was something that someone would be very angry, or that it was about something very corrupt or toxic. All right, so while this is going on, somebody said that they saw a man in a suit with a cell phone hanging around her apartment. Look at the kings there. Who was that person? The person in the suit with the cell phone. How was he thinking and feeling? Wary. Maybe the Queen of Pentacles is Dando. The person in the suit, how was he thinking and feeling? He was wary that people were watching. Person in the suit, how was he thinking and feeling? He was planning on walking away, or person in the suit, how was he thinking? He was up to no good. He was up to no good. Trickery, lies, and deceit. Was he thinking and feeling? Judgment. So he's about to do something very, very, very serious. There's justice. He felt that what he was doing, he had a contract either with Scorpio or with Charles. Contract regarding that woman. Was he thinking and feeling that a woman was causing a great deal of difficulty? Yeah. Yeah. How was he thinking and feeling? He was thinking about this murder. Okay. And what did he know to be true about? Who had hired him to do this? Why was he doing this? What was his understanding? And there's a lot here. There's her. That somebody was triggered by her. There's a message. That she knew a truth. This person was triggered. That she was going to, disseminate a truth. What was his understanding of who wanted her to be unalived? Well, he was being paid. There was some kind of a contract. What was his understanding? Somebody didn't want her to take a risk. Somebody wanted her to go away. What was his understanding? But she was a risk taker. She knew a truth. That's why. About a group of people. She knew a truth. Okay. Now, I'm not sure if he completely understood what he was doing. This could be why he was doing it, but he was just he's watching and waiting. Okay. So let's see. A proposal had come to him. Jeez, anyway. A woman had, look at this. Just look at that. A woman had ordered this. Yeah. All right. A woman had ordered the death of Dando. That morning, before Dando was unalived, how was the Queen Elizabeth, how was she thinking and feeling about Jill Dando? How was Queen Elizabeth thinking and feeling about Jill Dando? All right, there's the Two of Cups and the Nine of Cups, all right. She could have been happy that Jill was with Farthing. No. Look at this. Look at the Five of Swords. There's trickery, lies, and deceit. How was she feeling about Jill Dando that morning? Now, there's Jupiter and Gemini and the Five of Swords. So she wanted to defeat her. She wanted to restrict her. There's a huge High Priestess secret. And there's Farthing there. How is Queen Elizabeth feeling about Jill Dando that morning? Huge High Priestess secret in relation to the star. So this could be about protection or immunity. There's Justice. So there was some kind of a contract. There's the Monarchy. And there's the Star. She had a high opinion of Jill Dando. How is Queen Elizabeth thinking and feeling about Jill Dando? Left ear is ringing really loudly. Wanting her to go away. There's a collaborative plan. And there's something she wished. How was Queen Elizabeth thinking and feeling about Jill Dando that morning? Tower and Five of Pentacles. Bye-bye, sayonara. Isn't that something? That's your queen. That's your monarchy. So as Dando is approaching, she's getting out of her car and approaching the door. Sorry, what was she thinking and feeling? She was wary about something. She had anxiety. She was wary. As Dando was getting out of the car and approaching her door, there's something that she knew, or she felt like justice was about to be exposed. As she was getting out of her car and approaching her door, she wanted justice. As she was getting out of her car and approaching her door, she may have felt... she may have been looking forward to this message about a death. How was she feeling? How was she feeling when she was getting out of her car and approaching her door? She might have felt this death coming on. How was she feeling as she was getting out of her car and approaching her door? She felt something. She may have, there's some heavy feelings here. Yeah. No, she knew. Well, how did she know this? She was just wary. It's just a feeling. She knew because she was wary of a lie. She was wary of a lie. Somebody may have. Now, you know what I think this is? I think that that's Maria, the woman that Farthing was married to. And I think that she was supposed to meet Maria earlier. And I think Maria either called and canceled, or I think she called and canceled. And the Page of Cups was a lie. And I think that made her feel very wary. So I'm not going to do the shooting because it's just so horrible. I'm going to ask, how was Maria feeling? So at that point in time, how was Maria feeling at that point in time? Just how was Maria thinking and feeling? Waiting for a death. Yeah. I believe that Alan Farthing and his wife, because he was not divorced from her, were in on this. And the monarchy, and it was something, I don't know what the documents were. Oh, by the way, how was when John Bosman heard, because I'm trying to figure out if the message didn't get there. John Bosman heard, oh God. Please tell me that Roseman wasn't in on this too. When he heard that, oh no, that has to do with, he wanted to tell her that Maria and Farthing were still married. But there's the death of, and there's the message, opportunity to send a message. It was a change. It couldn't, he was uncertain. Why didn't the message get through? What the heck is that? There's something about waiting for communication. I feel like the machine either was not working or he may have what he may have been doing is waiting before he sent the fax. He may have been waiting for confirmation that Dando was there. I don't like the sight of that Queen of Pentacles there, because it looks like Maria may have contacted Roseman. I don't know though. One thing is for certain, and that is that Alan Farthing was involved. Let's just see how he feels at this day. How does Alan Farthing feel today about Jill Dando? Guilty. Guilty, 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 guilty. And there's the 8 of Wands. Guilty about what he said. How does Farthing feel this day? There's something coming out in the open, and there's the 8 of Wands. How does he feel about Dando this day? King of Coins and the 6 of Wands. He may feel that she knew he was married. He was married. He was married that whole time. He was married that whole time. I know he remarried now, but how is he feeling? Like he manipulated her? How is he feeling about Jill Dando? He could be looking back on, he could be worried about what's coming in the future. There's a message about future. There's a message about some kind of exposure. Exposing Gemini. How is he feeling about Jill Dando? The Chariot and the Magician. Could be something about a moving vehicle. A contract about a vehicle or a contract about winning. A truth about a contract. The Ace of Swords, truth about a contract. And the truth is all about this trickery, lies, and deceit. He is uncertain. He is feeling very shaky. Yeah, about whether or not it's going to be held back. He is feeling very, very uncertain. There's this collaboration here. He's worried that a collaboration may come out in the open. He's worried that the fact that he's married may come out in the open. What is the Chariot here? Queen of Swords. The Fool. This is interesting. Nine of Pentacles, yes. Temperance. I think what's going on here, he's looking at, the Chariot is this winning, and I think what he's looking at is the fact that somebody like Jill Dando, who wanted justice, got, that she should have won. This Temperance card is him feeling, he's trying to maintain, I feel like he's feeling very uneasy. He could be drinking a lot about the past. Look, he's stuck in the past. Good. Yeah, there's the past and Jill Dando. He feels like he was a fool. He's thinking about these group of people. And what he's wondering is if this can be concealed. It may not be. It may not be. Okay, guys, let me know what you thought of that.